Bentley wants to know why people aren't exactly clamoring for its Bentayga. Those who can afford it, that is. You know, not everybody's gonna go out and buy a Bentley. Part of the reason is that the W12 Bentayga is colossally expensive, and there are great options in this space for less money. So to address that, Bentley has a different version of the Bentayga made available now. It's a twin-turbocharged 4-liter V8, and it is good. Bentley wants to make an entry-level Bentayga, and this is it. That engine is familiar throughout the Porsche, Audi, Volkswagen family. You're gonna find that 4-liter twin-turbo all over the place. And for good reason. It's a great engine. Here it's making 542 horsepower and 568 pound-feet of torque, and all of that grunt is available from as low as 1900 RPM. Now, the other engine that you could get here in the States is the W12. We've driven it before. It's 600 horsepower and over 600 pound-feet of torque. I forget the actual number, I'll pop it up. Like the W12, this V8 is backed up by that ZF 8-speed gearbox, and it has an all-wheel drive system that is rear biased, which is great. Rear biased all-wheel drive systems are the best kind of all-wheel drive systems. It still has the exact same level of luxury inside. It still has the road presence on the outside. It still has a polarizing style that some don't like, some like. It's kind of all over the place. And I think that's more of the issue than the engine choice and the price for Bentley. From anywhere except where you can see the nose head on, I think this thing looks pretty badass. The rear 3/4 is awesome. The profile is enjoyable as well. This one has something called the black package, and it has extra carbon fiber bits, so it looks particularly mean. This red, this St. James red, is a nice red. I don't think it totally suits this car, but against the blacked out trim and carbon fiber, it looks kind of badass. I will give it that. The rear carbon fiber spoiler is super cool, almost rally car-esque in a cool way. Stay with me. Don't just leave me yet. So does the Bentayga now suffer because it doesn't have a 12-cylinder engine? No, it loses 100 pounds on the nose. It still gets to 60 in under 4.5 seconds, and it can do about 190 miles an hour or something insane. It's super comfortable inside. The name audio system sounds fantastic. This big panoramic sunroof lets the light shine in. The leather that you touch is gorgeous leather. This one is fitted with carbon fiber, which is unnecessary in a vehicle like this, but does look good. It has massive brakes up front. It has 22-inch oversized wheels wearing super sticky Pirelli wide-ass tires. The steering feel is surprisingly good for a vehicle as heavy as this one is. This is a highway-destroying machine. If you want to get somewhere very quickly, very comfortably, it's hard to beat any Bentley, especially the Bentayga, because then if there's dirt and mud, you can plow through that too, though. If you ever see a dirty Bentayga, know that someone is doing it oh so right. So how much has the price dropped over the W12? Considerably. I think the price difference is like $67,000. This one starts at $165,000, which is tons of money, but puts it firmly in top spec Range Rover country. There are Range Rovers that go above that too. Now, because this is a Bentley, you can option the shit out of it. This one, as tested, is $230,000. The carbon fiber is not cheap. The black trim and black wheels are not cheap. The name audio system is not cheap. And then this one also has an optional dynamic ride control as well. So shit adds up fast. But is it good? Yes, it is good. This is a great cruising vehicle. Are you going to destroy the canyons in it? No, that's not what the Bentayga is about. It's about having more presence than a Range Rover. It's about a driver's option compared to the Cullinan, which is more expensive. Oddly enough, Bentley is working hard to figure out why this isn't selling as well as it is. And you would think a scaled up Bentley would work well. After all, the Cullinan, that shape to me works so well. Like a Rolls Royce is already huge, and then you just make it a little bit bigger and it works. The Cullinan looks so badass, it's like a luxury freight train. Now, on the other side of it, Range Rover makes damn good looking SUVs that are super luxurious, fast as hell, and can still go anywhere because they are Range Rovers. Bentley has just kind of taken a Q7, slapped on its nose and its tail, and then made the interior super luxurious and added better engines. That sounds like it should be a good recipe because the Q7 is so good, but I think maybe a Bentley customer goes, no, I want something a bit more special, a bit more me, a bit more of its own thing. It's not in Bentley's financial interest to create an all-new platform, as this does ride on the MLB platform. So I think it's smart of them to go, you know what, we need to steal away a few Range Rover customers, and to do that, we have to get the price well way into the $100,000 range. And that's what this V8 Bentayga does. Will it help them? I mean, I can't see how it wouldn't if you told someone who was shopping for a fully loaded Range Rover and said, you know, instead of this, you could have a Bentley. That would give them pause, because the average current Range Rover buyer isn't thinking like, oh, I can't wait to take this to Moab. Yeah, no one's thinking that way these days. They're like, oh, I can't wait to make everybody jealous at Nordstrom when I pull up at the parking lot. The Bentley customer can do that, but they're saying, no, I'm not going to Nordstrom. I'm going to Saks Fifth Avenue, biatch. So there's the curbside cachet. It exists. It's a real thing. Even though you and I watching this who are enthusiast slanted, we might not care so much about the badge. There's definitely some, wow, okay, that guy's got the Bentley SUV. There's definitely some of that to be had. And people are buying these. That's why Lamborghini makes one. That's why Aston Martin is coming out with their DBX. That's why Rolls-Royce built its Cullinan. This should sell better than it is, and I think the V8 is going to help change that. Nobody needs a W12, but the thing with Bentley is nobody needs a Bentley. So I don't know. This vehicle exists in a weird place right now. It could use an upgraded infotainment system, because I did spend a little bit of seat time in the new Continental GT, and the interior of that. One of my knocks against Bentley has always been that it's clearly a parts bin vehicle. And that's not a bad thing, because you can save money and then spend it in other areas. One of the areas they should have done that is in making their own more bespoke infotainment system. Have the guts, the behind the scenes electronic software coding, all that be standard Volkswagen stuff. And then, yeah, the icons on the font still look Bentley, but the screen could be a little bit nicer. This one's fine, you know, because this is upgraded. But in the past, Bentleys haven't been that great. The new Continental GT interior is way better. Yeah, it still looks a little funky when you have our Apple CarPlay going, but you know, that's every car. The display in front of me, the gauges are gorgeous, but the center screen is just like a modified, shortened, chopped up version of Audi's MMI. And it kind of works all right. It's nothing special. And I think every bit of the Bentley needs to be special. This thing is 90% special. I think that's the issue. It's 90% special. It's good. A lot of people think it's ugly, and I can see where they're saying that. It's the face is sometimes tough. This red doesn't do it favors. Every other angle I enjoy. So, I don't know. We'll see what the V8 does. Is it going to attract more customers? We got to wait and see. But I will tell you this. Grab the paddles, downshift it into fourth. Oh, it goes. I am just going way too fast now. It goes fast. This thing, like I said, if someone said, I need you in San Francisco or Vegas quickly, and I wanted to be comfortable and I had to take a few things with me, it's hard to beat a Bentayga. Massage seats on, heated or cooled seat on, AC or heat set at the right temperature, the name audio system absolutely pumping out your favorite tunes. This thing moves. This thing moves very, very well. Sounds good too. All right, let's go. All right, let's go. Oh, shit. Fuck. I forgot that was back there. That was a loud clap. Here we go. Let's try that again. This time less stupidly. Yeah, if you wanted to try to break the cannonball run record in a vehicle and be comfortable doing so, this would probably be a good choice. Put an extended range gas tank in the back, have your spotters sitting comfortably in the car. You could afford to hire someone to watch you from above, some air spotters, and Alex Roy, whatever his day rate is, go for it.